I tell the stories about this neighborhood, and they like, no, this is impossible. You sure? I said, yeah. Uh, you were not safe. In other words, you walked out of your building or your apartment, and you were not safe because of the drug problem that was in this area, in my neighborhood. It was the entire Washington Heights. But most of the problem that was in the 80s was the security of the area. In order for me to walk from my building to the supermarket like 3 blocks away, I had to go around Amsterdam to avoid St. Nicholas between 163rd and 162 because that was the hot spot. In those days, there were not a lot of Dominicans. There was a lot of Cuban and Puerto Ricans and a lot of Italian, a few blacks. But Dominican, actually, they came in masses in the 80s.
And this was when, like?
1985.
1985.
So I called my boss around 5:30 and I said to him, you know, what happened to me? That was my first experience here. He said, oh, yeah, sure. Somebody stole your battery, right, sure, yeah. And I said, seriously? And I had to wait until they opened up the tire place in Amsterdam. And sure enough, my battery was there. And I had to buy my own battery for $20. And that was my first experience in Washington Heights. Well, what happened is we are being gentrified. We're being gentrified. You know, it's like what happened in the Upper West Side. That they used to have a lot of Puerto Ricans, and then they kicked them out little by little. The white people start to move in, and this is what happens here. It's nothing wrong with them to move here because they have the right to live whatever they want. But right now, if you're working, making $300 a week, $400 a week, it's very hard for you to afford an apartment here in this neighborhood in Washington Heights. You're talking right now. There's few buildings in Riverside Drive and 158th Street that they are selling apartment for $1 million right now. And right here, 163rd Street, they're selling condos from $600,000 and up in this neighborhood. So you can see that it's changing again. It's changing. It doesn't bother me, you know, it doesn't bother me because, listen, if you're a landlord and you have that freedom to do that and to make money, you know, you will make money. It doesn't bother me. The only thing that bothers me is that poor people in the city, once they move out, there's no turning back. Where are they going to live? That's the way the people are you know, in this neighborhood in Washington Heights. You like where you live, you know each other. You know the people from the grocery store. You know the people from the liquor store, or the supermarket, because you're there all the time. So you kind of know each other, and it's a good feeling because it's like a family. You feel like you're in a family. But I'm going to be living here all the time.